Literary analyze English literature perspective. Surat Al-Kafirun. Although Surah Al-Kafirun is a religious text from the Quran, it can also be studied through a literary lens, much like we analyze poetry, drama, or classical literature. The surah's language structures, tone, and thematic depth make it an example of powerful, conscious, and stylistically perfect writing. Genre and form. In literary terms, Surah Al-Kafirun resemble our declarations poem, our dialogic monologue, a manifesto of identity, a statement of ideological independence. It uses strong rhythm and repetition, similarly to deceives found in English poetry. Theme: Identity and separation. The central theme is the complete distinctions between two belief systems. In literature, this is called dichotomy. To the perceptions, the presentations of two opposite worlds. Just like John Milton, Paradise Lost contrast heaven and hell. Surah Al-Kafirun contrast divine worship vs false worship, pure monotheism vs man-made belief systems, spiritual commitment vs socialist pressures. The Surah asserts that identity cannot be compromised, a theme common to literature exploring moral intricacy. For example, Antigone or Hamlet. Repetition as a literary device. The repetition of lines such as I don't worship what you worship creates a harm effects. A technique similar to rhetorical poetry in English literature. Repetition serves to emphasize finality, establish rhythm, create emotional force, mark ideological boundaries. This mirrors techniques used by poets like Blake Whittam and T.S. Eliot, who use repetitions from spiritual or philosophical intensity. Tone and voice. The tone is firm, dignified, uncompromising, calm but authoritative. It's neither aggressive nor apologetic. Instead, it reflects the noble certainty of a speaker who knows his truth. In English literature, this tone resembles character how stand firm in moral convictions. For example, Shakespeare's Brutus in Jolly Jolly Caesars or Hardy Gabriel Oak. Structure and precision. The surah is extremely short, only 6 verses, yet it delivers a complete philosophical stack. This is similar to haiku, short form with deep meaning. Epigram, brief, powerful statement. Biblical proverbs or aphorism. Aphorism. The structure moves from addressing the audience, declaring non participations, reinforcing the distinction, concluding with final separation. To you, your religion, but to me, mine. Theme of freedom of belief. One of the most striking literary feature is the closing line. For you is your way, and for me is mine. In literary interpretations, this can be seen as hard declaration of spiritual autonomy, a refusal to market identities, a milestone in the narrative of religious freedom. A thematic parallel to works about selfhood. For example, A Room of One's Own by Virginia Woolf. Universal literary value. From a literature perspective, Surah Al-Kafirun stand out because it uses minimal word to express absolute meanings, demonstrates mastery of rhetoric, establish the speaker's moral position, employs poetic's device, repetition, contrast, rhythm, offer a philosophical commentary on convictions and choice. It embodies the principle found is great literature. True power lies in clarity and truth. Conclusions. Surah Al-Kafirun, when studied through the lens of English literature, read like a compact masterpiece of rhythm, expressing theme of identity, victions, and freedom. Its poetic structures, dramatic tone, and philosophical clarity place it among the most powerful literary composition in any language. Okay, do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.